Coming up now, we have our multi-bot strategy session. All right. So guys, the multi-bots, we have the bot packages, right? This is amazing value. You're getting SAR, rapid fire, reversal, three amazing bots, right? But they're all very different, right? You can see SAR's high frequency scalping on the 1 minute time frame. Rapid fires is much lower frequency scalping on the 15-minute time frame, and then reversal, depending on how you use it, but really reversal is intended to be swing trading, right, on the hourly or 4-hour. And so you definitely can't put these on the same chart, because look what you get, right? This is just a mess. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's mostly SAR just making everything else invisible. But I actually put all three indicators on here, and yeah, it's not going to work, right? So how do you do this, right? You want to get the most value out of your bot packages. So let's talk about that, right? And I guess the main thing is, right, these bots are not on the same time frame, so you really need to have each bot working in its own time frame where it's happiest, right? And the other problem, before I go on to the solution, is that if you have all these bots running at the same time, you have the problem of, if one trade is open, then you can't open another trade on the same asset, right? So how does that work, right? What happens if you have reversal open something at the beginning of a nice pump, and then SARS shoot and rapid fire trying to take trades? Doesn't work, right? So you really need to be able to manage these, and yes, it's possible to get around that with different exchanges or isolated accounts and that sort of thing, but there is a better way. So let's talk about that better way. Let's talk about the solution. All right. So there's actually three solutions that I'm going to give you guys, three different strategies, and I'm really in love with these. They're really, depending on the risk level that you want to have in your bot trading, you're going to be able to find that exact strategy that's going to work for you and set yourself up for the upcoming bull run. Okay, so if you use all three strategies together, you can bring in more profits, right? Rather than just what you saw with rapid fire, 1,237%. You over 7 months, you can actually make more than that if you're having all the strategies work at the same time. And of course, it also gives you more trading opportunities, right? It's always good to take a nice swing trade, especially on low caps, right? On low cap alts, this is a great thing to do. And so if you have reversal sitting there and waiting for something on a low cap, and you have SAR working on the high cap, the top 10, top 20 coins, you're going to have more trading opportunities, more opportunities to make some nice profits. All right, guys. And the other thing is, if you want to lower your risk, right? If running SAR is is high risk, right? It's when you're trading on those time frames. And especially with a lot of capital, it's a higher risk strategy, right? And so you can risk off by also using reversal for nice, safe, long-term swing trades, and rapid fire also to have a lower risk scalper. All right, so now I'm about to go through these three different strategies. So I want you guys thinking what works best for you and your risk profile, right? Where do you want to sit in these, and mix and match if you want as well. You can maybe combine a few ideas from each one, but really, what is right for you? Do you want to focus on max degen profits, right? Which is going to be higher risk, or do you want to go more less risk and decent amount of profits? We never want to say less risk and super low profits, but it's definitely possible to have decent profits and have a lower risk. And then, one of the things that we're going to be looking at is, do you want to just focus on just a few assets that you really know? You're watching those charts. You're really focused on how can we optimize on on your favorites, right? And really your favorites should be top 20, top 30 coins if you're going to go this route. But your Link, your INJ, maybe your Matic, DOT, those bigger coins, ETH, BTC, obviously included in that. Or do you want to take some trades on top 100, top 200 coins, and have more assets being traded? It's going to require you having a bigger watch list and looking at more coins, but ultimately it's worth it, right? If you can make some decent profits out of there. All right, so our three strategies, here they are. All right, so we got the wide net strategy, and this is about casting a wide net. It's like a fishing term, right? If you cast a mile wide net, you're going to catch lots of different fish, right? And this is the idea with the wide net strategy. You are really opening up to top 100, top 200 coins on the lower risk strategies, and opening yourself up to opportunities to those big pumps, but not over leveraging, you're not putting SAR onto these higher risk coins, but you are opening yourself up to those. And as you saw from Node's session, and you can always see from Node's trades, he's got some golden opportunities there for bull run, where you can leave a bot ready for those big trading opportunities. But then the rest you can you could still trade top 10, top 20 coins with your higher risk strategies like SAR. And that's basically how wide net strategy works. All right, and then the hyperbot strategy, for all of you guys from Degen Protocol and those guys, those of you who are Degen from SDP, this is really where you can make the massive profits, the massive gains. I think you guys will remember last cycle we had like Tough Octopus going 2K to 100K, and Alpha making 100% in 3 days, right? Stuff like that is definitely possible, but it's also possible to liquidate on these. So we're going to be talking about how to do the degen, right? How to do the hyperbot strategy, but at the same time not liquidating, as best we can, right? We're gonna try to teach you guys how to manage your risk with the hyperbot strategies. Okay, and the other thing about this is it's not a wide net; it's a very small net, a small group of assets that we're going to focus on, and that means less charts for you to watch and have to adjust your bots as well. So maybe that's more for you, and you want to make those big huge profits. The last one, sniper bot strategy, is really about it's also a wide net in a way, right? Opening ourselves up to a lot of different assets, but at the same time, you're really looking for, this is the lowest risk strategy in a way, because you're only going to be taking trades when the conditions are absolutely ideal, right? It's not trading an entire pump all the way to near the top and then letting one of the filters cut it out. This is really about catching the beginning of moves, right? Meat strategy style, right? Where it's the beginning of a pump, you're opening up your trades only for those absolutely best conditions, and you're sniping those profits. All right, and this could be for you also, if you really want to just let your bots churn and not have to worry about them too much. I would say if you're in the set it and forget it category, this is something you're going to want to stick around to. It's going to be the third one we cover. But let's start now with the wide net strategy. Okay. So this one, as I said, we're trading more assets to so that we can maximize our trading opportunities. Okay. And so really the idea here is with reversal, you're going to be trading those low cap alts, right? That's where you could look at yeah, like a Rubrik, a Sand, SNX. The SNX are our favorite shit coin there, as Node likes to, as I like to bug Node about, and Dent is another good one, right? And you can also add you know, things like Mover, Solar that we talked about before as well. All right, and then Rapid Fire is really for top 50 coins with this strategy. And so we're looking at INJ Sand. Oh, Sand is simple. I would say Sand is more of a rapid fire one, actually. ENS, ARB, right? Those ones are what you're going to be looking at for rapid fire. Okay. And then SAR is going to be for the lower risk, right? The high cap assets. So you're gonna use SAR for your big stuff, right? Your Link, your Matic, right? Your ETH, Bitcoin. You really want to risk off with SAR, and SAR is to get you the massive gains, the tons of trades, and you don't want, again, SAR takes up so many trades, right? You don't want it working on the same asset. If you're on the same exchange anyways, if you don't want SAR working on the same asset that you're trying to swing trade with reversal, right? Because SAR won't be able to take any trades. Same thing with rapid fire, right? It's taking a lot of medium time frame 15-minute trades. You know, those can take a little bit longer, whereas SAR is in and out in minutes, right? That's the ideal SAR trade, is taking you up, you know, 0.25%, 0.3%, and then exiting very quickly, right? So that's really what you want, is SAR to really have its own coins to focus on, and because it is the higher risk and taking more trades and has the potential to bag because of the 1 minute time frame thing, then yeah, you want it trading the more the higher cap coins that aren't going to have the same level of volatility. All right, so let's get into the specifics of each strategy here. Okay, and so the idea here with reversal, with the wide net strategy, is we're really, you know, we're trading on a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. All right, and yeah, so this is really where you're taking a big trade. You know, this is on the 1 hour time frame, 4 hour, even bigger trades. But really, what you want to be looking at here is you're going to open a long at, you know, at the absolute lows, right? And then you're going to let them close on the first signal you get to short. Okay, so this can mean very nice trades, right? Let me show you guys on the chart. I'm going to try not to go to the charts too much because this is going to take forever. But yeah, you can see here on ETH, right? If you're able to grab these trades, right? I guess the lowest one would be down here, and let it close, right? That's a 13% move, right? And same with this guy here. If you can grab the low here and then close on the first one, 15%, right? These are great trades. We haven't reached the top as far as reversal is considered here, but if you open it up to like the node mode, right, stochastic RSI, and have a trade up here, yeah, that would be a good way to exit. So yeah, this is really what we're going to be looking at for reversal, is really letting the longs open, and then the first short to come in, it's gonna exit. So you're not gonna get, you really want to have a very low probability of getting bagged up. That's the idea. Make sure when you're setting it up that you don't have big pumps that are all red and big dumps that are all green, right? Where you want to make sure that, this is why we have the color coding, is you want to make sure that reversal is grabbing the lows, exiting on the highs. Okay, so you can have it close on the first short to come in, or you can just have a 2 to 5% take profit that's going to trail nicely. And so that might be a way to get more profits and not end up with bags. Because remember, with reversal, we are trading the lowest cap alts. So you want to make sure that it's exiting when it's time to do so. All right, for rapid fire now. This is really where we're going to open up to yeah, these are still going to be big gainers, right? 5-10x at least for the bull run. So we want to definitely have rapid fire playing those coins. It's not going to be the more than 10x, which we're talking with reversal, but it's definitely going to be some decent gains during the bull run. And really the idea here is that you're trading the 15-minute time frame, and so you want to be able to have a little bit more stability, less volatility. And remember, I guess the big thing here is you're doing longs only during a bull run. Let's say it's past the bull run and we're starting to go into bear market, then you can turn shorts on and go short heavy. But during those big pumps, you want to make sure you are longs only. We do not want to get caught in shorts that when the low cap alts are going to be pumping way over 100%, and it can happen even in one day and liquidate your account. So be very careful, guys. If you're beginner, especially longs only, I would say at this point going forward, stay longs only, just to risk off. If you are very advanced and you see a dump in coming and Notice talking about it, and I'm talking about it, yeah, you maybe want to look at it, but watch your trades carefully. Aggressive MFI and ADX filtering, and this is only for our more advanced users that are going to be able to stay on top of it, not set and forget, but actively watch your trades, and you're trying to squeeze a little bit more profit out of those dump days, right? Because it can get a little bit like crickets, a little bit quiet when you're longs only and it's dumping. So yeah, maybe for our more advanced users, look at shorts, but we're talking just the beginning of a move, right? Really aggressive MFI and ADX filtering on those guys. Okay. And yeah, so well, I guess this is a good example. I don't know if you guys can see with my window here, but yeah, on you really want to be able to catch those great pumps with rapid fire. Let me see if I have yeah, you could see here, right? Like with Matic, right? Lots and lots of trades as price pumps, and you want to see nice reversals coming in, right? So I make sure that during the pumps, you're seeing lots of green, right? Lots of that you're on the right side of these trades, right? And then when the reversal comes in like this, right, with shorts, that it switches to shorts. And as I said, when we're on alts, you really want to be very careful on the shorts. Mostly just staying out, right? If you're longs only and you don't want to be buying up here, right? Especially if this is an all-time high or something, you don't want to be buying up there. Okay. And so just be very careful. Oh, and as far as the shorts are concerned, yeah, just go down to your MFI filtering. I think I even have something on here. Yeah, ADX, right? On the shorts, I'm doing like a 2050. This makes sure that you don't get the shorts down here. And then on longs, you don't want to be buying here, right? So really, as far as MFI filtering, I think we'll be able to show this if I turn everything off here. Yeah, so it starts to buy up here, right? We really want to be able to cancel out these trades at the end of a move, and so turning on your MFI, even like a 70 won't do it, right? So yeah, it starts to buy way up. So really, you're looking at between 60 and 70, like a 65 really keeps you in a very safe territory. We want to be buying down here, right? With those big moves. That last one, have a good trailing on there. you might get a nice big profit, right? With leverage, we see well over 100% with a lot of trades, right? Maybe like 5%. I think the most I've seen recently is like 7-8% with trailing. So it's definitely possible your last trade will ride up a move, but don't try to chase those tops. Whatever you do, right? Keep those MFI and ADXs clear, and aggressive, right? Aggressive on those filtering. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it for rapid fire on this strategy. And then the last one for the wide net strategy is, of course, our SAR. And so yeah, this is really top 20 coins: ETH, Matic, Link, DOT, right? 4 to 6 pairs on there. Also 4 to 6 pairs on rapid fire, more for reversal, right? 6 to 8 pairs on reversal, just to have that really wide net for those incoming pumps. And yeah, the SAR, of course, 1 minute time frame. And really, you know, if it's a sideways or downtrending market, you can look at the meat strategy. But really, for most of the bull run, you're going to end up in long degen. Like you can see here, it's a lot of long degen, you know, as price pumps, and then it goes to short lower, right? Long degen, short lower, and then the big long degen up here. This was heavily filtered, and then it goes sideways there. So really, what you want to be looking at here is focusing on, you know, you don't want to block all your trades on long degen, right? Or this is really where your filtering becomes very, very important. Or you can set your degen trend to a higher setting rather than the highest degen setting for SAR. Okay, and those two ways, either full on degen, lots of filtering, or setting it to higher and still a little bit of filtering, is going to give you the best results. Of course, you have the ability to go into SAR and do all this stuff. Let me see here. Even with our beginner, right, you can go into each trend condition and then turn on and off the different filters, and then these will choose the settings for each one of these filters. They're already baked in there. So if you go degen, your MFI and ADX and div filters will be less aggressive than they will be in higher. Okay, but it allows you, you know, you can go on full long degen, you can go full on degen, and then try to filter those out. All right, so that's what we're talking about there. And yeah, so I guess the big thing here is again, longs only, right? Be careful on in those potential you know, in the bull runs. We don't want to get caught in short bags. Yeah, again, we really want to emphasize, you know, if you are running shorts, then it really means aggressive filtering. All right. I'm going to speed things up here for our other strategies, and this is just because I don't want to make this session too crazy, too long. So we're mostly going to be sticking to the slides, and I'll try not to go too much on the charts so we can get through this. All right, so the Hyperbot is all about all three strategies at once on the same assets. Okay, and so this, again, remember, we don't want to have the different strategies stepping on each other's toes, right? So this is really where we have to carefully balance how these bots are taking their trades. Okay, but the idea here is to get the maximum number of high quality scalp trades. And so I'm saying scalp. Yes, we're using reversal for scalping. Okay, and I'll get into that. This is going to be fewer assets, right? With a wide net strategy, we were talking about, you know, like 20 assets, 30 assets. This is really 6 to 8 is where we're going to max out on Hyperbot strategy. And yes, you're combining all the time frames, 1 minute, 15 minute, and then reversal will be 60 minute. You don't want that on 4 hour. And yeah, so reversal, we are going to be using the node mode, right? Stochastic RSI. So we can turn reversal into a very, very good scalper. It takes so many high quality trades with node mode on, but these are scalps, right? These are not swing trades with node mode. This is like the node high time frame scalper. We can also call it that. All right. So as I mentioned, 6 to 8 pairs total. This applies to the whole thing. And then top 30 coins. We're going to say top 30. So yeah, ethlink.arb, Matic, maybe INJ. I don't know if INJ is in the top 30 yet, but maybe you can include that as well. Yeah, so reversal, we're putting it on the 60-minute, 1 hour time frame, and we're going to turn node mode on. So let's look at what that looks like here, right? We can see this is where you can do a close on the first short, right? Using auto reversal. So you're opening the trades down here, closing up here, right? Opening the trades down here, closing up here, and these can be 5 to 10% trades. They're just beautiful, right? And usually, right, in the hyperbot strategy, we're using all these bots at the same time. And so we want reversal takes first priority. It's gonna grab a trade first and trade it up. So reversal gets first dibs on those 6 to 8 pairs. I would say also you can use different, like even with 3 commas, Wick Hunter, but especially with Profit Trailer, you can have a different trigger for each one of these bots. And so I would put more capital, more position size on reversal trades, right? So you can go in heavier, like a 5, even 10% entry on your base order with reversal. On from DCA standpoint, you're not really DCAing reversal orders, maybe 1 or 2 safety orders, but this is really where we want to be. You can lean in more position size on reversal. Largest position size, then rapid fire would be medium position size, and then SAR would be small position size, more trades, because maybe reversal finishes up here, but then we want to catch a little bit of pump here with rapid fire or SAR. It can still do that, right? They're basically whatever reversal doesn't take, rapid fire will pick up, and if rapid fire doesn't get it, then SAR will get it. So the idea here is with rapid fire, we're going to dial it in a bit more, right? We're going to go 2 to 4% on the drop threshold. Let me show you guys what that looks like. So if we go like super low, right now I have it on 2. So let's say we go 10, right? That was our old default, right? This is very few trades, right? We're not taking too many trades. So in our DGen hyperbot strategy, yeah, 2 to 5% is what we're doing. So a lot more trades, right? A lot more trading opportunities. Just be careful, right? When drop threshold is at 2%, then it will buy once price corrects 2%, right? So it is a risk. Anything below 5% is higher risk. So if you're beginner, maybe just stick to that 5%. So you're a little bit safer that way. All right. But for the more DGen guys out there, you can really grab a lot of trades with bringing this drop threshold down to 2%. And this is really your ultimate tool for deciding how many trades you get. Okay, so the 2 to 10% is really what we're playing with here. All right, so yeah, again, I'm saying 2 to 4% here. This is if you're more advanced, 5% if you're less advanced. Yeah, I would say MFI and ADX filtering should be very aggressive, both on longs and shorts. Okay, so that you can make sure you're not getting bagged up. I can't emphasize this enough. ADX can kill a lot of trades, right? So maybe just have an MFI around 60, 65, so that you get some really nice trades. You can go nice and aggressive with your drop threshold down to 2%, whatever it is. and but it's not to have those risky uh, trades at the tops. Okay, and then SAR again. This is the 6 to 8 pairs that we're dealing with, and yeah, I would look at degen meet strategy, and that's more. This will risk you off on tops, right? This is the degen meet strategy. Just cut this top up here, right? This is good. Degen trend strategy is going to bring you more closer to the tops, give you a lot more trades in the degen trend, but it's going to be higher risk on tops. So again, you might need to bring in more filtering, even bring in divs on degen, but definitely ADX and MFI. So just be careful with this, guys. But yeah, we definitely want to maximize our number of trades. Now, I will say, especially for the upcoming bull run, and when you're managing a hyperbot strategy, it's actually better, rather than using degen meet or degen trend, to do your own settings, right? Even if you're using the beginner mode, right? The beginner, you can still control your filtering, divs, ADX, MFI, right? On all of these for each trend condition, and that's going to be best. And with advanced, of course, you can dial into the exact settings of all these different filters. And that's really what you want to be doing, is making sure you're really optimized in your degen trends, because a lot of price action is going to happen there in the next couple of years. So make sure you're ready for that. All right. And then I'm going to say it so many times today, guys, but longs only during the bull run, shorts off. And really the idea here is to maximum the number of trades in the degen trend, and then cut off the tops with aggressive filtering. And that goes for RSI, for rapid fire as well. Okay, so that's the hyperbot strategy. And then we will finish off with the sniper bot strategy. All right, and this is I think a lot of you guys are in the set it and forget it, let the bots make the profits. And so sniper bot is maybe up your alley if you're like, I don't want to be actively managing too much here, right? You always want to be watching your bot, right? Always you have your 3 commas, Wick Hunter or profit trailer dashboard always up. Nice to have it on your phone too. I run it on my phone as well, just so you can see what's going on with your trades. But yeah, with sniper bot, you're not going to have to like actively manage alerts and settings as much. Okay, so maybe that's interesting to you, and it's also the lower risk strategy, right? So if you're starting with a low amount of capital, then you might want to grow a bit more. But if you're starting with a lot of capital, then maybe a mix between sniper bot and wide net strategy is where you should be ending up. Okay, so let's talk about it. The wide net strategy is, sorry, the sniper bot strategy is a very conservative wide net strategy. They're kind of similar. This sniper bot is really just more aggressive filtering with all those assets that you're going to be covering. Okay, in this one we're using reversal for big swing trades, right? This is really where reversal takes the, it's the first priority. It's gonna give you the big trades, the lower risk, even on those highly volatile assets, and that don't bag up. They close well before they bag up, right? And yeah, like I said, priority is first reversal, then rapid fire, then SAR. I think that's pretty much goes for all of them. Is when you're using all these strategies, is reversal is really making up a lot of your strategies. So good thing you get that with the bot packages, right? I hope you guys can all integrate reversal a lot into the way you're running your strategy. So reversal, any of the top 100 coins, I would say for sniper bot. I wouldn't go top 200 with sniper bot in terms of risk. Maybe there's one or two that maybe a node calls out. that you can look at. You know, but most of the time I would stick to top 100 pairs. This is 10 to 20. This is really you know, it depends on your risk appetite. You have to watch out when you have 20 pairs trading. That's a lot of charts to be watching, right? That's a lot that you have to be concerned about. And alts can do weird things, right? So little bit of news or whatever it is, right? A lot of low cap alts, they'll reach a top, and then everyone will get cold feet and just dump that thing, and it can be right in the middle of the pump of all the other assets. So you really have to watch out for that. So top 100 gets rid of that watch out fear, right? You don't need to watch as actively. And so we want to get fewer trades but higher quality trades, right? We want conditions to be perfect to take those higher quality trades, right? This is really where we want to be able to get the exact low and sell the exact high is sort of the ideal here, right? And this does mean node mode is off, right? We're not scalping. We're really looking for these perfect trade opportunities. And yeah, you can look at longs closing with the first short that appears on the chart. I think this is a really good way to risk off, or you can use a set fixed take profit, 3 to 10% depending on the asset, depending on the volatility. And yeah, you're really looking at a nice trailing to make your good profits. Okay. And then rapid fire, we're looking at top 50 coins. Again, this is similar to the wide net strategy. We're looking at INJ Sand, ENS ARB kind of thing. And yeah, trading interval here, we're going to look at 5 to 8%, right? We're looking at higher quality trades only. So I would even trend closer to 7, 8, 9, 10% for these. And then really aggressive MFI and ADX filtering. Let me just show you guys on the Matic chart what I mean, right? Is that yeah, we really want to be able to just catch the best of the best here. Oops, 28%. Yeah, so yeah, this is really where, you know, you're not going to be taking as many, but these are really, really good, solid trades, right? After price is corrected, it really gives you even a 10% is really solid. You make sure you don't want to have those trades where you're going to be buying when price is dumping or selling when price is pumping, right? This will ensure, gives you like a backup for those. And like this re-entry is perfect, right? It gives you lots of room to get out. This is not a time where you want to be taking 2 to 5%. Going under 5% certainly is not going to be compatible with this. All right, so we're almost there, guys. So with that strategy, you have the high drop threshold, and then yeah, really aggressive. Oh, actually, this is not ADX. This is MFI. We want MFI less than 65. I would say in general, and look at how your alt is performing with these settings. But in general, I would say MFI below 65 unless it's ETH or Bitcoin, and sometimes you want to go even lower depending on how volatile the asset is, below 60 on your MFI filter. All right, and then finally, SAR is definitely meat strategy only. Okay, and this is where your default setting is going to be actually pretty good. Default meat strategy setting. This is what we're looking at here. Just getting the beginning of the move, right? Let's say you didn't get something coming in through reversal, and rapid fire just took one trade near the bottom. This is really going to give you a few extra trades. Obviously with SAR you're going to be running lower 1-2% base order, safety order size. So it's really to grab some quick longs and get some extra profits in there as price is pumping. And yeah, just be you know, very, very conservative with SAR. This is our high risk strategy, so we want to be conservative with it. And so yeah, we just want to catch the beginning of the move, lower to higher settings. Don't use degen on this one, right? This is not a degen play. During your degen trend condition, you still want that running, but it's going to be much more conservative, very highly filtered. Okay. And yeah, aggressive filtering and all that stuff. All right, guys. So that is it for me on the multi-bot strategy. I hope you guys are able to get more out of your amazing bundle of indicators in that bot package. It's really these are best used together rather than just one or two of them. I see a lot of you guys getting the package because it is cheaper, like SAR is cheaper to get through the bot package, but you really are doing yourself a disservice if you're not looking at reversal for those low cap coins, rapid fire really to get the most of the pairs are going to work well on there, and then SAR to really get the massive profits, or just catch the leftovers depending on which strategy you like. So choose what you like: wide net, hyper, sniper, whatever works for your risk profile. I hope you guys can find something in there to take little bits and pieces what you've learned today and make your strategy work for you, and how much you want to look at your charts and look at your bots and change your alerts depends on which strategy you take.